Okay, so here's what we did. I took a nut and I turned down a 1.25" shaft to fit just inside to center it, and then I welded around multiple passes on that shaft so that this was tight. And then I chucked this up in the lathe and I turned it down to fit a 1-inch pill block bearing insert, 207 or 205 housing, 16 insert, which is a 1-inch. And then I took I just threaded it on, and I put this bar in here, I think it was last year, to kind of beefing up the frame a little bit because it was moving a little bit. So took a piece of plate, got it all marked out, welded that on there. So now when I steer my output shaft on my gearbox, doesn't wander as much because it's been walking just a little bit. So I got just enough clearance that the pillow block is just touching this tube, and then the inside of that bearing clears that tube just enough. And we tested out racing. It seemed to do all right, but I just haven't tested on the street. But just in case some of you guys want to do your own stuff, because on the straight axle S10, you know, I made all the shit work. And you can't just, you can buy kits, and I didn't want to buy a kit because I already had this tube in there, and I already had the bearing block. I took, you know, probably a 4-inch, not even 4, it was probably a 3-inch piece of 1.25" stainless shaft from work, and I just bought the nuts to thread on to the bottom here. So I only got about $10 into it, so we'll see how that works. I already had all the bolts, so hopefully it works. But in case you guys want any ideas, because they do sell a kit that you can bolt into frames, but this one you can't because it's not a factory straight axle. So